Hey, it's Mr. Wilson. Today we're going to talk about how to shoot your basic scene of dialogue. Now we should all know the basic ES-CUES formula for your scenes of dialogue when we script them and when we edit them. We start with the establishing shot, we have medium close-ups for almost all of our lines of dialogue, we end with an establishing shot. But I want to stress a couple of things about how to shoot that scene of dialogue. First, when you go out to shoot, the very first thing we're going to shoot, hopefully obviously, is going to be our establishing shot. And we shoot the entire thing from beginning to end. Every line of dialogue will be included in your establishing shot, even though the majority of your lines will end up being medium close-ups in your final edit. There may be reasons why we want to cut back to a longer shot in the middle of your scene of dialogue. ES-CUES doesn't mean that we can't go back to a longer shot in the middle. You could start with a waist shot, have some medium close-ups, go back to a waist shot as we need to see a third person enter, or as someone might hand another person something. There are reasons why we want to go back to a longer shot, and then some more medium close-ups, and finally your establishing shot to end. So we always shoot the entire thing from beginning to end with your establishing shot. Your establishing shot is also called a master shot because it informs how all of your other shots will go. It is the master. Your establishing shot or master shot is when the person who's in charge of continuity should really be paying attention, because everything in all subsequent shots should be exactly the same for good continuity. How your talents look, move, talk, act should all be exactly the same. If your talent is holding something, for instance, continuity needs to remember what hand that thing is being held in, how the item is moved, etc. Oh, oops. Now before you begin shooting your establishing shot, you should block out the entire scene from beginning to end. This means the director will instruct the DP where to place the camera and instruct the talents where to move, stand, and how to act. You should run through the entire scene once without mistakes before you begin shooting it. That will cut down on the bad takes you might have. This shouldn't take much time because your group should have already gone through a table read before you went out to shoot. This means your talent should have already read and memorized their lines of dialogue, and your director should have already given the talent notes about how to deliver the lines and how to act. So all you're doing when you're blocking out the scene is working out how and where to move and stand, where to place the camera, and how to frame your shots. Now once you've done this, blocked out your scene from beginning to end with no mistakes, then you're ready to shoot it. And you want to shoot it twice without too many mistakes. One good take and one safety. Now if you have small mistakes, you should keep going, because as long as the beginning and the end of your establishing shot are good, that will usually be okay. The middle, remember, mostly will be medium close-ups. So if you have a small little mistake in the middle, if you're the director, don't call cut, because you're going to be editing out mistakes. If there's excessive laughing with your talent or in your group, you should take a time out and let everyone calm down. There is not an unlimited amount of time to shoot your production. Groups are only given 1 day per scene to shoot. So your first productions, which are almost always one scene long, you'll only have 1 day to shoot. Wasting time is not an option. If you don't finish shooting, you're going to have to edit whatever you manage to get. So if you're laughing and wasting time, your production will probably look like garbage. You should never shoot more than 5 takes, which means if someone starts to laugh even before the first line is said, that's a take. And you do that 3 times, your next 2 times better be perfect if you're going to have less than 5 takes. We're going to take a look at how horribly wrong it can go. Now the group we're about to see also made the mistake in thinking that you have to see both eyes for your establishing shot. You do not. See both eyes is for your medium close-ups. So they had their talents standing like this, looking away from each other when that's not needed, and their sight lines were totally off. Also, the director decided to call cut on a few takes for no reason when everything seemed to be going fine. Don't do that if you're the director. Also, the DP seemed to start rolling for no discernible reason and didn't seem like the director told him to. So this group had many, many mistakes. Let's see how horribly wrong it went.
Action. Hey, you're my communication specialist. Action. Hey, you're my communication specialist. Action. Hey, you're my communication. Action. Action. Hey, you're my communication specialist. Action. Hey, you're my communication specialist. Action. Hey, you're my communication specialist. No, cut. No. Action. Action. Hey, you're my communication specialist. Action. Hey, you're my communication specialist. Hey, you're my
Okay, that was funny, and I'm sure you laughed, but it was funny because they were so bad. I hope you understand that you do not ever want to be that bad. That was 24 takes without one single usable one in the bunch. When this group moved on to their medium close-ups, they got a little bit better, but they still had more than 5 takes. Now this group lost many points because they weren't doing it correctly, and they ran out of time, so the production looked like garbage. Needless to say, their grade was poor. To be fair, they learned from their mistakes, and their second production was much better. Now realize, just like this group, I see almost all of the rough footage that you shoot. And therefore, I do not want you to erase any footage, for a few different reasons. One, I like to look at it to make sure you're doing things correctly and things are moving smoothly. Two, you don't know how, and I don't teach how to erase footage from the camera, and so you might accidentally erase footage that you don't mean to, including footage that does not belong to you. And so, third, I give consequences to any group who tries to or does erase footage from a camera. So please do not try to erase footage from a camera. I can tell if footage has been erased off of a camera, and will give consequences to any group that does. Now we're going to take a look at a group who's shooting a scene of dialogue, and we're going to take a look at their establishing shot, which of course they shoot first, and they shoot from beginning to end. The entire thing, even though in their final edit they're not going to use that entire establishing shot. So let's take a look at their ES.
Hey, Mr. Wilson. Hey, did you know this is our establishing shot? You're right, it's also a knee shot. And this is a medium close-up of me. What are you talking about? No, it's not. This is a tutorial about how to shoot a scene. We're seeing the entire thing as an establishing shot right now. Yes, but then we'll see it as MCUs, and eventually as a completed scene. So, in the end, I'll be right. What? I don't... How does... Let me see the script. Hey guys, what are you doing here? I'm here to help with a tutorial. I illustrate when to cut back to a long shot. Cut back to? No, I was just telling him, this is a tutorial. We're going to be on an establishing shot the whole... Listen, just read the script. Oh, okay. I guess I'm just confused because you guys both look so much like me. What? Please tell me I don't look like you. I'm much better looking than you, aren't I? Yes, you are. You're a very handsome man. Thank you. You too. Unlike this troglodyte. Let's lead him to his cave. Yeah. See you later, Neanderthal. I just wanted to make a tutorial.
Now this group was able to get their 2 good takes in 2 shots. Their first one was good, their second one was their safety. Even though this group is full of extremely talented people, this should not be rare. For when you go out to shoot, you should be prepared and move effectively and efficiently. Once your establishing shot's done, then you move on to your medium close-ups. And again, you shoot your entire scene from beginning to end with every line of dialogue. Every line of dialogue must be shot as a medium close-up, whether it's scripted as a medium close-up or not. This is very important, which is why I'll repeat it. Every line of dialogue must be shot as a medium close-up. So we'll see in the example, the very first line in this scene, "Hey Mr. Wilson," will still be shot as a medium close-up, even though I know I will not use that in my final edit. One of the reasons for doing this is it gives you the option of using the medium close-ups as reaction shots. For this reason, the talent should not only be acting while they're talking, but when other things are being said and done, they should be reacting to what's being said and done, and then you can use them as reaction shots. Let's take a look of the medium close-up from Talent 1 in this production.
Tape rolling, action! Hey, Mr. Wilson.
Hey!
Do you know this is our establishing shot?
You're right. It's also a knee shot.
And this is a medium close-up of me.
What are you talking about? No, it's not. This is a tutorial about how to shoot a scene. We're going to see this entire scene on our establishing shot.
Yeah, but then we'll see it as MCUs, and then as a complete edited scene. So eventually, I'll be right.
What? No,
What? Please don't tell me I look like you. I'm much better looking than you, aren't I?
yes, you are. You're a very handsome man.
Thank you. You too. Now like this truck today. Let's into his cave.
Yeah, later, Neanderthal.
Then we shoot the medium close-up of the second person, and then the third person. Now when we shoot the third person in this case, we do not need to shoot the whole scene from beginning to end. The first several lines, that person's not even there. So when we get the third person, we'll start on the line before his first line, so he will have a cue. And in this case, it's, let me see the script. Oh, I see. Let's take a look.
Tape rolling, action!
Let me see the script. Oh, I see.
Hey guys,
What are you doing here?
I'm here to help with the tutorial. I illustrate when to cut back to a long shot.
Cut back to? Well, we're seeing this whole thing as an ES. I just told him that.
Listen, just read the script.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm just confused because you guys look so much like me. What? Please tell me I don't look like you. I'm much better looking than you, aren't I?
Yes, you are. You're a very handsome man.
Thanks. You too. I like this truck today. Ha! Let's leave him to his cave.
Yeah, see you later, Neanderthal.
Once you've shot your establishing shot and all of your medium close-ups for every line of dialogue, the only thing you have left to do is think. Do we have any insert shots we could get? Do we have any cutaway shots or reaction shots? Anything else we could possibly shoot, even if it's not on the script, think about it before saying we're done, if you have the time. Hopefully you'll have the time because you are moving quickly and efficiently. If you can think of an insert shot, shoot it. Even if people think, I don't know if it's a good idea, shoot it, because you can always not use it after you get it, and it should only take a couple seconds. So then you're done. Establishing shot, check. Medium close-ups, check. Every line of dialogue, check. Any other shots like insert shots, check. We're done. Now it's time to begin editing. Good luck.
Hey, Mr. Wilson. Hey, did you know this is our establishing shot? You're right. It's also a knee shot. And this is a medium close-up of me. What are you talking about? No, it isn't. This is a tutorial about how to shoot a scene. We're seeing the entire thing as an establishing shot. Yeah, but then we'll see it as MCUs, and then as a complete edited scene. So eventually, I'll be right. What? I don't... How does... let me see the script. Hey guys, what are you doing here? I'm here to help with the tutorial. I illustrate when to cut back to a long shot. Cut back to... Listen, I was just telling him. This is a tutorial. We're going to begin an establishing shot. Listen, just read the script. Oh, okay. I guess I'm just confused because you guys both look so much like me. What? Please don't tell me I look like you. I'm much better looking than you, aren't I? Yes, you are. You're a very handsome man. Thank you. You too. Unlike this troglodyte. Let's lead him to his cave. Yeah. See you later, Neanderthal. I just wanted to make a tutorial.